I think one of the areas that tomorrow there'll be a side event on deep sea mining. I urge you to cover that if you could, because I think it's very important for us going forward that some of the countries are really pursuing this much more aggressively, and that I think raises concerns when we don't know enough about what is happening in terms of our oceans and what we would lose. In 2019, next year, will be the UN Conference on Oceans. We have met with the UN Ambassador for Oceans, Peter Thompson, that many of you know. We will work closely with him so that our regional agenda is aligned so that we can bring that back. One thing he did point out to me that on the SDGs in the Pacific fighting so hard to have SDG 14 on what is beneath the ocean, that is the weakest of implementation right across SDGs in many parts of the world, including here. So what does that say? It just means that we have to really work harder at this, all of us, everybody, as to what's happening in terms of the life below ocean, but even on the issues that are impacting us on plastics, on acidification, and educating our people to really understand the climatic impact of the shifts in what happens with the ocean. Christelle, would you like to wrap it up?
I think one of the things that Vice Chancellor, Director General of FFA, and the Pacific Ocean Commissioner in her capacity as that, but also as the Secretary General has demonstrated, is that the region has really been at the front line of developing quite strong regional ocean policy. So we do have a comprehensive suite of instruments. You've also not heard from Colin Tukuitonga, who has quite a large remit, and Kosi Latu of SPREP, who have also responsibilities on oceans, but we've heard from 3 agencies that have a role to play: the Forum Secretariat, FFA and USP. And so we do have the regional institutions, but I think what has been said is that really now we've got to look at these innovations behind implementation. How do we actually work together as crop agencies? And that's becoming more and more obvious as we work together in a much more strengthened, collaborative way. But we also have to work with others, and I think that the Ocean Commissioner's comments around the Ocean Alliance are particularly key. They're key as well because there is an inextricable link between ocean and climate. The ocean drives our climate. And so in many, many respects, the nexus between the ocean and climate becomes ever more important as we, of course, realise this issue of climate change and its impacts and opportunities that it brings. And so going back to the original team of the Office of the Pacific Ocean Commissioner, I think we're really lucky to now have 3 dedicated people that live and sleep and breathe it, and we're lucky for that. But it's not without the crop agencies, because of course they really are our chief technical advisors at the regional level, and they work, and we must work hand in glove, not just amongst ourselves but with all of the others. Thank you.